is going to be a long video, and if you feel like you can't sit through that, then we have a problem. This was supposed to be fiction, and this was supposed to be fiction. So why does it feel like it's going to be our future? Even this, a comedy, why does it feel like we're living it right now? I mean, obviously we aren't fast-forwarding our lives, right? Right? Why don't I do things that I love anymore? Where'd all the time go? Do I look educated? Say yes. Thank you. Now that we've got the formalities out of the way, why don't we do things we enjoy? When I say we, I am heavily talking about me. Why don't I do things that I enjoy? Why do I spend my time wasting it? There's like a lot of things that go into it. There's a few things actually I've seen recently. It's like everyone knows it's the phones. Because it is. But then also, we're not doing anything about it. Because what is there to be done? The video that just talked about this was this video by David Achu. It's really, really good. Very well done. I don't think I'm going to be half as articulate as he was. Because I did not write a script. I am just speaking. He was very, I love his videos. I'm going to link it. But needless to say, what is there to be actually done about it? He made a great point in saying that there are app restrictions that never last. Buying a flip phone doesn't work. Even though I really want one still, I feel like I can make it work. They don't do the trick. And we're just stuck. We're stuck in this endless loop of wasted time, wasted potential. And that's really scary. Why aren't you scared? I'm going to share an image that I found through David's video, but I ended up going to the actual source to hear it for myself. This is a graph showing an 18-year-old's remaining time in months if they were to live to the age 90. Now, a lot of that time is divided into things you can't change, like sleep, chores, school, but the remaining free time of today's 18-year-old is on track to be overtaken by screens. This was supposed to be the area to do what you wanted in your life. And now you're telling me you only get 22 months in your whole life. 90 years, you get less than 2. That's like one of the biggest fears I have, that I'm drowning. Wasting my life knowing I could have done something about it. Biggest fear. Like, I know I can do cool stuff, make cool things. And I want to. Part of the reason I do YouTube, very not scheduled at all, is because I love to create. I love to make things. I love to be an entertainer as well. I think that's a big part of who I am. But I don't do it often enough. Why is that? Because there's easier things to do, unfortunately speaking, because of how our brains work. With our dopamine receptors being completely fried. Oh, you've heard all this before. I'll just stop talking. Your attention span's probably not long enough to watch this video anyways. How many times must we be told what we are doing is wrong in order for us to change? Will we ever? How comfortable are you with silence? When was the last time you were bored? Oh, you've heard all this before. I'll just stop talking. Your attention span's probably not long enough to watch this video. Anyways, mine is hardly. Actually, that's not true. Mine is much better. It used to not be. I'm learning. I'm changing. I'm growing. I'm making an effort. And that's more than what some people can say they're doing. Some people are like, oh, what are you gonna do? And honestly, that's really sad. What do you mean, what are you gonna do? Fix it. Do something about it. You hate how you're living. Why are you still living this way? Today was honestly a rough day for me. I am sick, and it's quite debilitating. I'm very good at not showing it, I think, because I'm really bad at asking for help. So I try to just make it seem like everything's fine. Today was kind of difficult to just do stuff. Like, thank the Lord I don't have any classes on Fridays. I didn't have to skip any classes because I don't have any classes. So that was pretty nice. And I got to just be home and just, like, take a day. Just not necessarily be lazy, but, like, if you're sick, that's excusable to not do anything. It's okay to not do things sometimes. And, like, people beat themselves up about not doing stuff. And yeah, even though I was sick, I'm not, like, hitting myself over the head with a frying pan because I'm not, like, running a 5K right now. Why would I even... I don't know, that was bad, whatever. But I didn't, like, not do anything either. I took a shower. That's also supposed to help with sickness, so 2 birds, 1 stone. I did my laundry. Sure, yeah, it's still sitting in the dryer, but I did it. And yes, what is that? It's not an active task. It's a passive thing. Yes, that's what I was saying. I was saying it right. It's a passive task. I also did an assignment. The easiest thing in the world, though, so it doesn't even freaking matter. But still, yeah, I had a point. I'm getting to it. All of it to say, it's about choice. It really is. If you want to make a difference, if you want to change in your life, you have to do it. No one's going to swoop in and save it for you. Not some special app, not a different phone. You. If you want different, be different, do different. Even sick, I'm doing something. I had, like, the biggest urge to make a YouTube video because I love doing it. So that's what I'm doing. But I was like, I'm sick, like, ugh. I wish I could, hey, never stopped me. It almost did. You are your biggest supporter and critic. Speaking to myself, like, you can either hinder yourself so reprimandedly that you are incapable of eating, of living, of doing. Or you can help yourself and be your biggest supporter. You could. It really is just about where you are mentally, honestly speaking. Like, it is a bootstraps thing. Sometimes you just gotta pick them up. Pick yourself up by your bootstraps. But it's not easy. I didn't say it was going to be. Who are you are you kidding yourself? Life isn't easy. We don't have game modes for this. We're not fighting, like, dragons on easy mode. This isn't like, I don't know game names. Elden Ring. Never played that game. We're in the real world. It wasn't meant to be easy. That's why so many of us choose to not live in it. Enter Ready Player One, a movie about escaping reality for a better one. A non-existent one that you can live in for as long as you'd like. A world of fiction made to be as real as possible. We're not too far off ourselves. VR does exist, but it's not widely used by everyone on the planet. But everyone does have a phone used for the same purpose. To escape, to go somewhere else, to find happiness, to be distracted. It's become obvious to me that people don't want to live in the real world. When all it is waking up, eating food, cleaning yourself, going to work, rinse and repeat. What else are they supposed to do? It's nice to have a little me time. I'll just scroll for a little bit just to see what I've missed. It's never worth it. I go to college, and at college there are other people here who are my age. And I've noticed something I really don't like. When I'm going to my classes, either walking or on the bus or what have you, or even eating my food, I'll look around and everyone's head is down. It's scary. If they're not with anybody, they're silent. Phone on, headphones on, scrolling, texting, snapping, something. It's an indescribable, eerie feeling. The buses are silent. I remember in high school even, or elementary school, middle school, when I rode the bus and I didn't have a phone, they were loud. The buses, you couldn't get away from the loudness. The kids were talking to each other and just being around each other. This is not just a college experience. This is happening with every generation. The kids of today will never know what it's like to have a rowdy bus singing the 50 Nifty United States song, all in unison. That's so sad. That's also why I referenced the movie Click. Obviously, there's not a remote that's gonna make you skip through your life, yada, 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 but we are still skipping our life. We're stealing our time on our phones. We pass up these hours of the day for a few on the phone. This becomes this. And yeah, these are mine. I too fall short because I'm imperfect. And I know you're not okay with that because I talk to so many people who complain and say how they hate it. So why do we keep doing it? My brain goes back to that one scene from Incredibles 2 where Evelyn is talking to Elastigirl and she says this.
I never know what people want. What do you think they want? Ease. People will trade quality for ease every time. It may be crap, but hey, it's convenient.
Dude, that's scary. That's a villain talking, and why does she sound right? There's another clip from Incredibles 2 that I want to play, which is also
She only postpones her defeat. And while she postpones her defeat, you eat chips and watch her confront problems that you are too lazy to deal with. Superheroes are part of your brainless desire to replace true experience with simulation. You don't talk, you watch talk shows. You don't play games, you watch game shows. Travel, relationships, risk. Every meaningful experience must be packaged and delivered to you to watch at a distance, so that you can remain ever sheltered, ever passive, ever ravenous consumers who can't bring themselves to rise from their couches, break a sweat, and participate in life.
Guys, why is Screenslaver speaking to the masses? This is not okay! We live in a society. Okay, but in all seriousness, I'm honestly kind of agreeing with the villains here. Sue me! I don't know, but they have some truth to them. It's one and the same. It's Evelyn, but still. The speech was done by the pizza guy or whatever, but still. What I'm trying to say is she has a point. And this movie came out in 2018? What? It makes me feel old. But besides the point, her point goes with my point. So I'm just trying to say, I have a point. Do you see my point? Let me be clear. To an extent. This is true. Not for every day, every instance, everything. But it is true to an extent. I know everyone talks about WALL-E, so I'm not gonna. Okay, fine. Basically, everyone thinks this is going to be our future. Okay, bye. In my opinion, I think these are all valid concerns. It's good to be concerned about the overall health of our general population. Because what kind of future would we live in if we weren't? Isn't that kind of what parenting is supposed to be? Preparing the next generation? We're in the real world. It wasn't meant to be easy. I mean, yeah, it was, but when Adam and Eve didn't sin. But sin is in this world, and it's an imperfect world. And when imperfect things happen,
Why are we shocked?
we can't expect it to be like... It was expected. We knew things were going to come because sin is of this world. That we're in an imperfect world. We just gotta make the most of it. We are living here temporarily. So as long as we are here, we should just do the best we can. Looking at it, it's all pretty grim, but that doesn't mean you can't find the rainbows after the rain. Whoa, bars that just came from my brain. Sometimes I'm just like that. I hope this made sense, even in like the littlest of bits, because my brain has been jumping all over the place, and I've had some complex bridges. So let me know if you understand anything of what I'm saying, or if I'm just a rambling, babbling imbecile who looks educated because I'm wearing glasses. They're not prescription. They're blue light glasses. I'm a fraud. But I like they're upside down. But I like them a lot. Thank you for watching. I hope you do something with your life. Me too, honestly. I hope I do something with my life. Who knows? We'll see. Goodbye. I think that can be said, or that's, hold on, how am I trying to say this?